Hello guys, welcome back to SWS Boxing. Delighted to get back on the channel. Kaisee Benjamin, he's had 17 wins, 3 defeats with 1 draw, 6 wins by knockout, and he's back out at the Telford International Centre on the 1st of March on the Wasserman show. And yes, pleasure getting you back on, mate.
Nice to be back, mate. Thanks for having me.
Anytime. And yeah, I had you on 2022 in June before you fought Serjan Bomo, who you beat 60-55.
Yep. Yeah. Tough man. What? Obviously, I was supposed to fight for a title on that fight, but obviously, due to my opponent not being cleared by the doctor, so he stepped in last minute for me. So thank you to him. But yeah, tough man. Just outboxing. It's the only thing I couldn't really stop him. He was too tough.
Who was you meant to be fighting?
I can't remember his name, but it was for a title.
Was it for a global title or?
I think it was a WBC International or something like that. I can't remember.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so you beat Serjan Bomo 60-55. Does it explain because it says on BoxRec Benjamin had to make weight for super lightweight, but it changed last minute.
Yeah, so obviously I made championship weight, and the guy that I was supposed to fight weighed in, made weight, and then we went to see the doctors afterwards, and they must have looked at his medical records because he was from like a South American country, and basically he got cleared over there, but not over here.
Oh.
So yeah, so it was a bit unfortunate, but so I already weighed in. I made 10 stone, and then that Sergeant Bomo, he was literally we had rang around asking loads of journeymen and to see if they could step in last minute, just so I could still fight. And Sergeant Bomo was the only guy to take it, but obviously he was I think he was round about like middleweight at that time. So
Mm.
yeah, it
He's
was
good as well because he picked up a win just weekend gone.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. He can box. Obviously, he was on the what country was it? Whatever country he was from, he was on their Olympic team, weren't he, or something like that.
Mm.
So yeah, he can box and he's tough. So uh, yeah, he was like obviously like 3 weight classes above me or whatnot. So it was quite hard to get the stoppage, even though yeah, I obviously dominated him, but is what it is.
hmm And then you fought Dalton Smith for the British title.
Yeah, that was a good fight, close fight. Um, going into the fight, I knew that I had to stop him to get the win. I knew that a close fight was going to go his way, just because obviously he was dubbed as being a superstar, and Boxer wanted to sign him at the time and whatnot. So yeah, obviously I wasn't active coming up to that fight, and he was. He's previously been in uh, a British title fight already. So yeah, he was just stuff didn't go in my favour for that fight, but yeah, it was a good fight nonetheless.
hmm Do you feel like inactivity for you played a factor in the fight a bit?
Yeah, definitely. Like previously, when I signed with Hennessy, when I was busy, I was getting knockouts and whatnot. So I know that obviously the opponent wasn't the same level as Dalton Smith, but at the same time, that shows that when I'm active, that's when my best performances come.
hmm Personally, I thought 117, 112 was far too wide. I'd say maybe 116, 112 or 116, 113 was pretty much fair, I would say.
Yeah, I spoke to obviously I spoke to a lot of people afterwards, and a lot of people had it close. Some people had me winning, some people had me losing. But either way, whichever favour it went in, it was close nonetheless. So
It
I
was a
feel
good
like
fight.
yeah, I got a bit hard done by with the scorecards, but yeah, it is what it is, and we move on.
hmm And then, oh yeah, as people were like mentioning, Dalton v Azim. Have you seen some of those rumours?
Yeah, Matchroom offered them the fight previously, didn't they? And obviously Azim's team turned it down. But I can see why they turned it down because it obviously could be like obviously if they both keep winning, it could be obviously a bigger money fight in the future. But at this time, I don't think Azim's ready for Dalton at the moment. So I feel like he needs to work on a few things, get a bit more experience, and yeah, we'll definitely make for a good fight in the future.
What? So if you think if they fought in a few weeks' time, you think Dalton would beat him at this moment in time?
100%. Yeah,
You think
hundred
he'll
percent.
stop him as well? Do you?
I reckon. Yeah, it'll. It depends because Dalton doesn't really look for the finish. I'm not saying that he can't get the finish because obviously look at him against Sam Maxwell, even though Sam Maxwell was done. But
Hmm.
yeah, I feel like Dalton doesn't really look for the finish, whereas Adam Azim does. Whereas he'll walk onto the punches then, because Dalton's very good at timing.
Mm-hmm.
So if they fought anytime soon, Dalton 100% takes it. Otherwise, if Adam Azim's team was confident they'd take it, uh, I mean, win, they'd take it. Why would you not?
Hmm. Fair enough. Another close fight that you were in was Sean McComb for the WBO, sorry, European Super Lightweight title. Another close fight that could have gone either way.
Yeah, I always hate getting asked about that fight because I messed up with my weight coming up to it, and yeah, I was just doing like I was too heavy, too close to the fight, and I was just doing sweaters to make the weight every like a couple like two sweaters a day, and ended up making the weight just about. And then when I was rehydrating, I basically just couldn't rehydrate because I was just fatigued. I must have ate the day before of the fight on the evening, and I was still full going into the fight. So um, anyone that's messed up with the weight would know what I'm talking about. But yeah, and it was still a close fight, and I had him hurt and could have ended up stopping him, but I just never had that energy to put my foot down. As you can see, like when do I ever fight like that? Like
Mm.
like I had no like skill in there whatsoever just because I couldn't. So because I messed up on my weight, my game plan was just to walk him down and try wear him out, even though I was worn out going into the fight. So it's what it is. Live
Do you
and learn.
think maybe that's a rematch potentially down the line that you could have?
I'd love to rematch him. I'd love to put things right. But yeah, I don't think he would want the rematch just because there isn't really nothing in it to gain for him at this moment. But hopefully, all being well, I'll pick up some titles and yeah, get a good ranking and make that fight down the line.
Mm-hmm. And then you fought Petr or Peter Alexandrov in Canuck and you beat him 59-55s. How good was it to get back to winning ways that night?
You know, the only thing is, I hate fighting journeyman. Like, I don't really get that oomph to fight him just because I know that, like, obviously I believe in my own boxing ability, and yeah, I just know that I can outbox him regardless. But I know that I should be going in there looking to stop him, and then it makes a bit of a statement when other people don't stop him. But yeah, it was good to get back to winning ways, and obviously I've got another journeyman on the 1st of March, and I'm gonna look for the stoppage definitely. I've been obviously it's short notice, but my weight's coming down nicely. Uh, and I've just been following my nutrition plan, and I won't mess up on my weight this time.
Good to hear. Yeah, of course you say you're fighting these journeymen, but of course you are staying active, which is key that your team keep getting you out and you keep fighting and keep ticking over, ready for the one like a big call again to fight for a belt.
Yeah, definitely. That's the main thing, staying active. And the more active I am, obviously, the better performances I can produce. So, yeah, the key thing is just staying active and hopefully, I either get a phone call after this fight or obviously I'm back out again regardless. So yeah, just want to stay active.
Of course, you're fighting in the Telford International Centre. Is that and is on you're fighting on Channel 5, aren't you?
Yeah, yeah. Someone pulled off the show, so I was obviously a last minute replacement. So yeah, Channel 5. I'm not sure whether I'm going to be on TV or not. Fingers crossed I am.
You'd be on YouTube though, even if you're not on the main TV because they stream the undercard on YouTube and DAZN, I think sometimes.
I'll do that. Yeah, I didn't even know. So yeah, that'd be good. So at least be live stream. So yeah, looking forward to it.
Is it as you touch on it, you said it's irritating fighting these journeymen. Um, but is the plan always like you want to be in these 10 rounders, you want to be 12, 10 rounds, and you don't really want to look back to fighting these journeymen?
Yeah, because obviously I've done a couple, like quite a few 10 rounders. I've done a 12 rounder, and once you've been up there and you've done it, you kind of feel like you're going backwards, fighting the journeyman, doing these 6 rounders, whatever you do with them. So yeah, I just always want to progress and look forward. So I just want good fights, and obviously that's better for the fans also.
hmm Of course, um, your weight, super lightweight domestic's really good at the moment. Of course, Dalton has got the British at the moment. I do believe he'll probably will vacate it quite soon because he's fighting Zepeda, isn't he?
Yeah, Cepeda or Cepedra, whatever his name
Yeah,
is.
so I
Yeah,
do believe he'll vacate. Yeah, he will vacate that British, and that'll become vacant. Of course, you've got.
I
I'll
think he
say
can
if you.
still hold it though. So it's whether what he wants to do, but he can still hold it. I think you can still hold it up to a world title, can't you?
Oh, I'm not sure,
Yeah,
but
I'm pretty
yeah.
sure.
There's fights like Kane Gardner, Mikey Saki, who's the current English champion, um, Lucas Ballingall, Henry Turner, uh, Jack Rafferty, people like them.
Yeah, Kane Gardner, that'd be a good fight. I remember watching his fight when he beat Conor Walker.
That was
So
a good
yeah,
fight.
yeah, good fight. Yeah, I'd like that fight. But I'd fight anyone just to stay active. So that's the main thing. Yeah, just staying active.
hmm What for you? What's the goal for this year? Just to pick up another belt?
Yeah, you know, I haven't picked up a bout since the Midlands title, so I'd like a bout, yeah. So if I can get a bout sometime this year and defend it, then that'd be perfect.
hmm Hopefully win this, and then hopefully as you'll be 2 wins in a row. Hopefully you get another shot, whether that's a WBC or WBC Silver, WBC International, whether that's the English, just a belt, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, just any bout, just a bout. I just want to fight for a bout and defend it and just keep climbing the rankings.
hmm do you agree with your ranking at the moment? Of course, you're ranked. I do believe it says on BoxRec you're ranked 11th in Britain at the moment.
I haven't really looked at the box rankings in a while, but who's above me?
I'll have a look. Hang on. Kane Gardner, I think, is above you. Hang on, I'll have a look quickly. Oh yeah, so of course, Taylor Catterall, Azim, O'Hara Davis, Eubank, Smith, Gardner, Lewis Ritson, Robbie Davis Jr., and somebody called Tyreek Zania, who I haven't heard of actually. If I'm
Yeah.
yeah.
I've never heard of Tyreek. But yeah, it's probably just due to them being active in it. So obviously, if I fight for a title and pick up a good win, then I'll fly up also. So yeah, it's just one of them. I don't really concentrate on that too much. I just want to go in there and do the business.
hmm Of course, somebody also who's looking, Campbell Hatton is in your weight as well.
Isn't he lightweight?
Well, he's ranked super lightweight on BoxRec, and I do believe he's fighting for the super lightweight central area.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I thought it was a lightweight, but yeah, it was. I think like round the top 10 is a bit too early for Campbell Hatton. He hasn't. I don't. He hasn't even had a 10 rounder yet. So yeah, I don't think he's in like the talks at the moment. But um, Ricky, I used to see him all the time, being signed with Hennessy. So yeah, he's top man Ricky is. But yeah, I don't think Campbell is should be in the talks for them sort of fights yet.
Hmm. Yeah. What do you make of course, recently the fights got announced, the rematch between Josh Taylor and Jack Catterall. Who've you got for that one?
Yeah, I watched the face off earlier this morning actually, and it was spicy, just as you'd think it would be. Um, I'd, I want Catchell to win because he deserves it, but it just depends what Josh Taylor turns up. I feel like from Josh Taylor's recent performances, I think his last two performances, he's on the slide. So
Mm.
yeah, let's see if he can get back to where he once was. But I don't think he's going to be able to. So I'll have to go with Catchell.
Hmm. It's a big night for your gym on the first. Of course, you've got yourself and Sam as well fighting for the European. How do you believe Sam will get on?
I don't know anything about his opponent. I don't even think Sam does because he doesn't really look into his opponents. So, um, it's Sam, isn't it? So I'm always confident with Sam, sparring him in the gym, and he's just an animal. He's a different beast. So, yeah, I always believe in Sam that he's gonna go out there and get the win.
Hmm. What can fans expect from you next Friday?
Well, you can expect a knockout because I'm coming to put him away, and it's only 2 weeks' notice, but I'm still gonna put on a good performance and look for the knockout.
Hmm. And before I let you go, mate, do you want to thank manager, trainers, sponsors, anybody at all?
Yeah, obviously, I'd like to thank John Pegg for getting me the fight and getting me on the show last minute. He put my name out there to get on there once someone pulled out. So hats off to John. Hats off to Louis and Sagi as always. They non-stop working and looking after me. They're big figures in my life. So hats off to them. And hats off to the fans that are buying tickets and everyone who wants tickets, message me.
Hmm. And yes, mate. From me, thank you for your time and good luck next Friday. All the best.
Nice one, Sam. Thank you.
Thank you, mate. Bye.
Bye.